Cancers, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. This is for all my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females, or cross watchers, I guess, as well, since I know cross watchers watch. I'll be getting your oracle message and then an overall emotion for you and the other person, and then we'll get straight into it, all right? And I will have the link to the extended reading, part 2, in the description box below. So if you find that's resonating, you want to spend more time, continue the conversation, dive in deeper, the link to the extended will be below after you're done watching if you're interested. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. All right, so this is going to be pretty much the last weekly of this year. We're kind of like merging into, 2021 as well, but we're still just like at the little tip of 2020. So this is going to be the last one, and then we're starting fresh next week. And I'm going to starting next week is when I'm going to start including love, health, finances, and all that stuff. Okay, so this is going to be last week where it's kind of strictly more just love. So I'm excited, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. I feel like we will all benefit from it and grow a lot this year, and I'm excited to see where this year takes us and how much growth we kind of all go through together, since I feel like it's kind of cool that, well, if you've been watching me for a while or if you just joined recently, like it's nice to see like people that you watch grow and just kind of grow with them at the same time. And I'm sure if you have been watching me for a while, you probably have seen that as well. All right, so let's see. What is your oracle message this week for all my Cancers? Cancers, please send them healing, love, happiness, abundance, good vibes for all my Cancers. Nice. I love this message. So you guys got card number 41, in case that number means something to you, or you can use 4 + 1, 5, which is symbolic of changes, pushing forward, advancing, and lo and behold, it says look forward. And as you can see in the image, I believe he's a hiker, hiking through the mountains, going somewhere, but he's going forward. And if you see here, there's some curves, right? And as you go, when you hit this area, you don't really know what's next, but you know that it continues. There's just like, it dips in, but it's just gonna go round and round and continue. And he looks prepared. He has his backpack, he has some pants on, he looks like he's warm and cozy. There's life here. You see this beautiful little tree, so you know that there's more behind here than he can actually see, but he's trusting and just looking forward. So I think very clearly this message is telling you, whatever is to come, you're prepared for it, you're well equipped for it, you got your tools, your backpack. You may think that you may need more, but you have everything you need right here in your body, mind, soul, spirit. You gotta trust and keep going forward. The road may not always look clear and easy. There's gonna be like, dips and curves and highs and lows, and maybe detours, but you're always gonna get to your destination. So whatever's going on for you guys this week, just keep looking forward. Don't look back, leave the past in the past, and be present in the moment and just look forward. Look to what's to come, okay? Cool, so let's see. What is your overall emotion for all my Cancers? Cancers. Because a lot of times what keeps us from advancing or progressing in life is that we get so stuck in the past and we don't release that. We're like still reliving things or still holding on to pain, trauma, fears from the past, and that prevents us, like just spiritually and also physically, from like manifesting new things or moving forward. So I hope this week you decide with, New Year's coming up, whatever, to just leave the past behind. Whatever has happened, whether it was good, bad, neutral, it was an experience, it taught me something. Let me take the positives out of it and just move forward, being a better person, knowing that good things are going to happen. And even when bad things happen, it's okay. I'm ready for it. I'm stronger now, and I'm well equipped for anything that comes my way. All right. So lovely. Your overall emotion this week, Cancers, is of peace. I love this because a lot of times, a lot of us struggle with having that internal peace. And I feel like this week you're making peace with yourself. You're making peace with the situation, peace with a person. And you're just looking out and thinking, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. My life may not be perfect right now. I may not have everything that I need, but I'm okay. You know, I'm okay. I have air to breathe. I have food to eat. I'm comfortable. I'm not suffering. And even if I am suffering, I know that it's not gonna last, and I'm gonna make it out okay. And I feel like you're just making peace with everything in your life. Even if those things or those people are not at peace with you, you're making peace with the situation. This other person, on the other hand, is kind of like on the flip side, feeling heartbroken, sad, crying, dealing with maybe some kind of loss, or just kind of at a low point. But I feel like you're kind of detaching from this situation or from this person, because it makes me feel that maybe this person is sad because they may have done you wrong, or they left a situation in not the best light, they let you go, or maybe they're just dealing with their own personal issues, family, health, you know, anything. But I just feel like you're kind of like over things. Like you may not be over someone or over a situation, but you're kind of just over it. And I saw a quote like this somewhere on Instagram where it's like, you know, I'm not over him, but I'm over it. Like I'm over the situation. I may still have love for the person, but I don't have the energy for this anymore. So that may be kind of like the mindset that you're in this week. What's going on with my Cancers? And then with this other person, I feel like this week, Cancers, you're just becoming, and you've always been strong, but I just feel really like this week, you're really emotionally stronger than you've ever been, or at least when you really need to. You're like, you know what, I've always had this in me, and now I just actually feel it. I feel it. It's just like someone who's trying to build muscle, and you know, maybe you haven't been working out, but as soon as you start working out, right, you start to see progress. Like, oh wow, all right, so I've always had these muscles, I just wasn't using them, I wasn't exercising, I wasn't working out, so that's why I didn't see them. They were kind of just like hidden and dormant. But once you start using it and using weights or whatever, you start to see them grow. So it's kind of like that same thing. You've always been strong, you just maybe didn't see that part in you, or exercise that, and now that you do, you're like, oh wow, okay, I am strong, I do have everything I need. So on your end here, we have Temperance, Judgment, and Ace of Pentacles. Lovely. So you could have Sagittarius somewhere in your chart. And on this side for this person, we have Three of Swords in reverse, 10 of Pentacles, and Page of Cups. So you could be dealing with maybe a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or younger, possibly water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But of course, it doesn't have to be, it could be any sign, you guys. I just like to say them, but you know, don't ever get too fixed on that, because it could just be the energy someone is playing out. Okay, so I definitely feel like you have been trying to, especially in the recent past, get grounded, but also be, you know, not neglect and not ignore your own feelings and emotions, but you're trying to have like be balanced. You're trying to be balanced, like still, you know, understand yourself and not push away your emotions, but also be grounded in reality and be realistic with yourself. And you are trying to be, or you were trying to be, as optimistic, as positive, hopeful, despite, even if your life is a mess or you feel like things are just kind of all over the place. You're like, know what? It is what it is. I'm making the most out of the situation. There's certain things I can't change anymore. I'm not looking back. I want more for myself. I want to have more experiences. I want to live life. I want to expand and experience things. I just feel like recently you've just been in that mindset where you want to step out. You want to do more things. Maybe you want to meet new people. You want to try new things. And you're tired of being maybe locked in a cage, or kind of like afraid of showing yourself to the world. And where you are right now is, I feel like your mind is expanding, you're growing. A lot of you are, your consciousness, your level of awareness is kind of like rising, and like even just the way you think and you feel about things is changing, but in a good way, where you're able to see like a bigger picture. I'm seeing someone who, like, you're on the ground right now, but it's like you're being lifted on a helicopter or airplane, and now you have like this wider view lens of everything, and so your perspective of everything is so much more different. You see how maybe little things are so insignificant in the grand scheme of things, and I just feel like now you're going to start to have a lot more mental clarity. more truth, be more honest with yourself about things, about situations that maybe you were in denial about before, or it just didn't really it didn't make sense now, but now it didn't make sense then, but now it does. So you're receiving a lot of answers to your questions this week. You may be getting a lot of clear downloads in your dreams as well, epiphanies, things just kind of making sense to you and learning a lot. Maybe this week you're going to be diving into knowledge or wanting to learn about things, maybe signing up for a course or thinking of school or going back to school or finishing assignments. I think a lot of you are going to get interested in something, or maybe even want to teach others about certain knowledge, things that you have acquired, things that you just know or you've been working on. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be stepping into something new this week. Maybe you're starting a new job, or you're going to be starting a new job, or getting an interview, or starting a new program, school, course, moving possibly, starting a new relationship. I just feel like there's something new, but it's more so practical. It could be moving, school, work, or a new opportunity, something that's actually really, really substantial that is going to have a big impact in your life. And it's kind of maybe a big life change, but in a good way. Okay, but this is going to be an opportunity that is presented to you. So you will either have the choice to take it, accept it, or I don't know. So it's going to be different for all of you, but I do feel like this is going to bring you abundance and bring you good things. Okay, so this may be a job possibly. And I think it's just going to make sense because it's something that maybe you've been wanting, or you've been trying to work on, or being hopeful for. And I feel like you don't even really have love on your mind this week. It seems like you're really focused on yourself and things in your life going on, and it's you're kind of on this different path. And the person that that you're connecting with here, or we're connecting with, I feel like they're kind of in your past now, their past energy. You're kind of on another journey, and they've fallen behind. That's what I feel. They've kind of fallen behind, and you're kind of just way over there. And it's not that it was a race, or you're trying to, there's who's better, it's not about that. I just feel like they're in a different space where they're not ready to be at the level that you are at. They're not as awakened maybe as you are, and not spiritually equipped, prepared for the level that you're going through. And I feel like this person is going through a lot of healing right now. You guys may have broken up, or they had gotten out of a relationship possibly, or they went through some kind of heartbreak, some kind of loss in their life that affected them emotionally and mentally. And so I feel like right now they're kind of going through the healing stages. They're healing right now. And I feel like also that this person is working on their finances, or wants to be more financially free, stable, and they may be doing actually well financially, but mentally maybe their mind is kind of all over the place. And I do feel like this person wants something more. They, I think, have always envisioned or have wanted something serious with you. Maybe you guys were in a committed relationship, or you were serious with each other recently. And I think they've always kind of wanted something. They've always wanted that with you, but maybe their mind or their heart was not fully prepared to maybe give you what you wanted, or give you what you deserved. And I don't actually feel like this person has any malicious or shady, ness in them. I don't feel like they're a bad person. I almost just feel like they always had good intentions with you, but they didn't realize that maybe their mind and their heart were not actually ready, weren't fully healed yet, if that makes sense. It's someone who they want to get back in the game, they want to run again, or they're in sports, and let's say a soccer player, right? He gets injured, and so he can't play for a few weeks or something, but he loves soccer, he's dedicated, he really wants to go in, play again with his teammates, he's passionate about it, but they keep telling him, no, you can't, and he doesn't listen, and he goes in, and then he gets hurt again, and it gets worse. It's I feel like that kind of energy, this person really wants it, and they have good intentions, but it's they hurt themselves by putting them in a position that they know they shouldn't go in if they're still healing from something, if that makes sense. And I feel like this person is gonna still try, or like they want to connect with you, they want to talk to you, they may try to hit you up or say, hey, you know, Happy New Year's or Merry Christmas or something, or how was your holidays, hope you're doing good, like just kind of check up on you. But they're still suffering. I feel like this person's still hurt, and I think the empathicness in you is going to feel sympathy for them, but I do feel like they need to heal and they need time for sure. Okay, and they could be younger than you possibly, but it doesn't have to be. But I don't feel any malicious like shadiness about them. Like I don't think they're a bad person. I just really think that they need time on their own to heal right now. And I feel like you know that already though, like you're fully aware of that, or you will become aware of that. Okay, all right, so we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they want you to know, and what their next action and move will be towards you, and then also your advice. And I'll clarify to see what exactly they may be feeling grief over or heartbroken about. Maybe it's you, losing you. Okay, so we're gonna look into that, clarify, and then just dive in deeper and continue this conversation. So if you want to learn more or continue this conversation, the link to extended will be below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and I will see you in January for your January 2020 readings. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.